Let's talk about the Trump-Gaza peace plan. It has more or less proceeded exactly the way I said it would over 2 years ago. First of all, obviously you should understand that Donald Trump, did not conceive this plan. He received this plan. Tony Blair did not conceive his institute's plan for Gaza. He received that plan. Donald Trump didn't draft that plan any more than he wrote the art of the deal. You understand me? This is a GCC plan.
The Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, is a regional alliance of 6 Gulf countries: Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates.
Endorsed by the A-National OCGFC. And yes, it is what I have been telling you all along. America has barely had a role. They've barely had a role in this plan, except insofar as they are the party that has custody of Israel. That's been America's role. Their job has basically been to manage their client, just like a lawyer, who's trying to convince a delusional, guilty client that he has to take the plea bargain, that he has to take the deal. That's what America's job has been. But Israel's lawyer, in this case, America, just like any lawyer, first and foremost, works for the system. You understand? So, you might have a client who thinks that they can get this or that if they go to court. They think that they can get off if they go to court or what have you. But they're just annoying to the district attorney. They're annoying to the judge. They're annoying to the system. And the lawyer who works for the system knows that his client's only realistic option is to take the deal that's on offer. So his job is no longer to so-called defend his client, but to convince his client to settle, to take the deal. Because the lawyer, at the end of the day, doesn't want to sour his relationship with the DA, with the judge, with the system, by wasting everyone's time and wasting everyone's money by defending a clearly guilty client in court who has no chance of winning.
And Israel absolutely has no chance of winning. The entire world is in agreement that Israel has committed genocide in Gaza. There is no coming back from this.
So you've got someone like Stephen Witkoff, for example. Well, he works for the GCC. Witkoff works for the GCC. Trump works for the GCC. Tony Blair works for the GCC. They are, like if you take the lawyer-client analogy, Trump, Witkoff, Blair, okay, they work for the A-National OCGFC law firm. That's who they work for. And that law firm includes the GCC, it includes Saudi Arabia, China, BRICS, as their senior partners. You understand? Those are the senior partners in the A-National OCGFC law firm. And you know how some law firms, they only deal in certain areas of the law, like contracts or taxes or what have you? Well, the A-National OCGFC law firm deals with primarily real estate development, business contracts, mergers and acquisitions, partnership deals, and so on. They don't do criminal law. This isn't what they do. But in this particular case, they have a criminal client. And they need that criminal client to take the deal so that they can move on with what they are actually specialized in, what they actually do. They have plans, and that criminal client is obstructing those plans. I told you a long time ago, and I told you, in fact, over and over again, that America was trying to walk backwards out of the room while telling Israel that they're not leaving. But they absolutely have been trying to get away. They've been trying to get away. America has been trying to get away from their relationship. They've been trying to get out of that relationship with Israel for a very long time. That's what the Abraham Accords was all about. The Abraham Accords was trying to lay the groundwork for America getting out of that relationship and shifting Israel's dependency from America over to the Gulf. Because the America-Israel relationship only ever made strategic sense in the context of the post-World War II global order. I've said this many times, and that global order, post-World War II global order, is being dismantled now. So now Israel is a liability for the U.S. But neither the U.S. nor Israel are adaptable. They have no ideas. They don't know how to actually function. They only know how to do one thing. So they needed the GCC, they needed Saudi, they needed the Emiratis, they needed Qatar in coordination with BRICS to try to figure out how to make it work, how they could make it work in a way that appealed to the A-National OCGFC. And that's what they've done. That's what this plan is.